Yeah, I'm doing it private. So
Okay.
yeah, so see a little bit later on. I'm doing it private.
Okay.
All right, now we're live. And hey, Miss Grace Kelly, and when finna get started on, gotta do some other stuff real quick. Make sure I recorded on the other end. I might record on the cloud. I don't know if it's gonna act right or not, but try to do it this way. All right. There we go. Hey, y'all doing? Well, anyway, everybody watching YouTube, you're looking at you're watching Andrew Love. And I've been have another great interview, and her name is Grace Kelly. She does handmade organic soaps and other items and herbs and a lot of things she does. She does a lot of herbal stuff. So it's pretty much herbal products, all mostly natural. I think almost probably 100% natural, if not close to it. And so I brought her on here because I like her products, and I was looking at it online. And people, I was looking for alternative products as well as soaps and toothpaste and all those things with all the side effects and harmful chemicals that you may have seen in your stores with things on the packages with words that you can't pronounce and things you can't say. And I know some people may have some allergic reactions to soaps and can't take certain products on their skin or inside their body. So, so a lot of people are turning to this type of alternative solutions to take care of their body, or if it's, skin beauty, whatever it may be for us health wise. So, Miss Grace Kelly, you are the owner of, make sure I pronounce this right, Peacock Apothecary. Apothecary. Yeah. Okay. And I found you on Instagram, and I was checking at your website, and I want you to tell the people a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me. First of all, Andrew, it's a pleasure to meet you. Officially, we've spoken on Instagram, but it's a pleasure to actually see you face to face. And thank you for having me on your platform. So my name is Grace Kelly, and I am the owner of the Peacock Apothecary that is located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is a suburb or just town just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. It's about 30 minutes away. And I started this business. A little background about me is by trade, I'm a registered nurse. So I've been in the healthcare industry since I was 18 years old. I started off working in a hospital. I was a clerk, and then I was a nurse's aide for many years. And then I knew I wanted to do more and be more help to patients. So I went to nursing school. I went to nursing school in New Jersey. So shout out Bergen Community College. They had an excellent program. And so I was in the healthcare industry as a nurse, and I love taking care of people. It's my passion. It's really one of the only things I'm good at besides what I do now. I joke around and say that, but so doing that for many years, I've mostly worked with elderly, and I did hospice nursing for many, many years. So I've dealt with a lot of end of life. And COVID-19 really changed my perspective on healthcare. That's a whole other topic that we can get into. But I started making natural products, soaps and lotions and herbal teas for my family at home. Even though I'm a nurse and I treated my patients, by the book per se, I always treated my family holistically and naturally at home. So a little background about my family is we all have very sensitive skin and very sensitive systems. And so, my husband, he would have to use, he was really the most sensitive. And then my youngest daughter became the second most sensitive. So always looking in stores for products that didn't have parabens and sulfates. I had to educate myself on those. And lo and behold, I had been allergic to them this whole time and didn't understand why I was having these reactions. I just thought that that's the way it was. I just have rashes or dry skin or scaly skin or flare-ups. And I just thought that was what it was. So through my husband, I learned about all the ingredients that are in these products that we use on our body every day and how harmful they can actually be. So I started making products when I started having trouble finding these natural products in stores. first of all, finding them, and then finding them affordable, because they're very expensive. So I'm a do-it-yourself kind of girl. So I started making the products at home for my family. We joke around and say they were test subjects number 1 or patient 0, if you will. And they worked so well, and they just turned out really nice. And so I started giving them as gifts to my friends and family, and everybody loved them so much. And so it just kind of took on a life of its own. I started making products and taking them to local flea markets, and I got such great feedback and welcoming from my community that I decided, hey, let's go full time with this. Let's do this. Let's go out on a limb, because that's where all the fruit is, right? And let's just go really hard with this. And and so the Peacock Apothecary was birthed. We started with a mobile store, and it sort of turn into a brick and mortar. And so we've grown in the last 2 years, even through COVID. And so I'm very thankful for that. I'm very humbled by my community and the support. And so here we are today. We're moving into our new space, which is where I'm at now, doing a little remodeling. But yeah, so that's sort of my background.
Cool. So what made you decide to leave the little medical field to pursue this?
So last year, I worked in the medical field full time, and I worked in the business full time. And it was such a stressful time. It was stressful for everybody. But I think especially for those that, had to work through it and had to sort of be on the front lines with it and dealing with, COVID and dealing with the illness. And so the end of the year, I actually contracted COVID on the job, and thankfully, for me, it wasn't so bad. I got through it, treated myself naturally and holistically. And I was just so burnt out by the end of the year, and I saw a lot of things in the healthcare industry that I don't necessarily agree with. Everybody has to make choices for themselves and their family and what's best for them. But for me and my family, I was putting them at risk. And so I decided to leave the healthcare industry. I didn't have a safety net. The business, thankfully was growing at that point. And so I just gave my notice and said, I can't do this anymore for my own mental health as well as my physical health. I left the healthcare industry and have been doing this full time since the beginning of 2021.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. I heard some of those similar stories on too, about those COVID things, and some nurses and doctors make some sacrifices. So anyway, let's get into how did you come up with the name Peacock Apothecary? Yeah.
It's a funny story. So I don't know if you've ever heard of spirit animal, but everybody sort of has a spirit animal that they relate to. So I used to think mine was the lion because I'm a Leo, but I really have always loved peacocks. I've collected peacock just stuff over the years. And so when I started looking into, what was the significance of peacock, and it really means confidence. It means self-love, inner beauty, strength. And so all of those things I thought played well with what my brand was and what I wanted to help people with. A lot of people have allergies and sensitivities to products, and so they can't use a lot of things because it can cause rashes, it can cause flare-ups. And so I wanted to make products that helped people with these problems, that they could use, that made them feel good. So I treat the mind, body, and soul. No longer in healthcare, but I'm doing it on my own. So another funny story about the peacock is that my grandmother, whom, she passed away a long time ago. I really wasn't that close to her. But when she passed away, my mother called me and she said, "Oh my God, I know how much you love peacocks. You wouldn't believe your grandmother has a whole slew of peacock stuff." So my grandmother, who I've only met like once or twice, apparently she was this peacock lover as well. So I inherited all of her peacock stuff. So I found that interesting that, she loved them and I loved them, but we didn't have that, connection. So And the apothecary is just a name for a place that it's got two meanings actually. So the first meaning is it's sort of like a storehouse for everything. So it's like the hub where you go to find everything, which in my store, I have a lot of different things. And it also means it can be a person or a place. So the second meaning is a person that prepares or sells drugs or remedies. So I felt that that was very fitting.
Yes. Okay. So we want to talk about some of your products. I'm gonna bring some stuff up. If I can share the screen real quick.
All right.
And hopefully, let's see what we got here. Okay, here we go. Hopefully we'll be able to share the screen. Can you see the products?
Yes.
Okay. Anything in particular you want to talk about some of these products? Anything you want me to go on?
Let's see. Let's go to, we can start with soaps. That was one of my first products that I ever started making.
Okay. See if it works so good. Soaps. Okay. Here we go.
So I started making soaps, and I was terrified when I first started making them because it is really a chemical experiment. But it's like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get. So I make my soaps with all natural butters and oils, organic. And when I say butters, I mean like shea butter, mango butter, cocoa butter, and oils. I use anything from olive oil to sweet almond oil to coconut oil to hemp seed oil. And I use those. And of course, when you're making soap, if anything says the word soap in it, they use a chemical called lye. I know that people hear lye and it's like, oh my gosh, but that's really what makes the bubbles, and it's what makes it the cleaning agent. So it takes the lye is an alkaline product, and then the butters and oils are a more acidic product, and they come together and they make this perfect balance for our pH on our skin. So I don't use any, I do use fragrance oils and essential oils, but I don't use any false colorants or dyes. Everything that you see, the colorants are natural. So I either use food powders or food ingredients or clays to make those natural colors. And so all of my soaps are ultra moisturizing. You can use them on your face, you can use them on your body. And if you have not used a natural soap, you don't know what you're missing. Your skin will really thank you for that. I used to get rashes on the backs of my arms, on the sides of my legs, and I started using natural soap and they went away. So if you have that problem, you should try a natural soap. I guarantee you won't be sorry that you did that.
Now, what's the difference between the bars and the liquid soap? I see you have bars and liquid soap as well.
That's an excellent question. So there is a different chemical agent that you use to make a liquid soap versus a bar soap. So it's the same, it's a lye, but bar soap uses sodium, the sodium lye, and then liquid soap uses potassium lye. So that's the major difference.
Okay, same results, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Now, a lot of people go when they go buy soaps and things of that nature. You see, now I used to buy Dow, right? And Dow made me break out the antibacterial. And I heard that some of the stuff that's in the soap that's called antibacterial kills the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. Because you got good bacteria in your skin, you got bad bacteria in your skin. So, what do you think about that? You heard that before? I mean,
absolutely. So, on our bodies, on our skin, and in our system, there's a balance. There's a yin and a yang to everything. I firmly believe that. And there's a balance between good bacteria and bad bacteria. And so they sort of, if your body is in balance, it's sort of like a 50-50. They keep each other at bay. The bad bacteria has its purpose as well as the good bacteria. And so when you're using something such as an antibacterial, it's okay to use sparingly, but if you're using it excessively, what it's going to do is it's going to wipe out that flora, the natural flora or bacteria. And what it does is it allows for the bad bacteria to overgrow. You can get that externally on your skin as well as internally, such as, sometimes when you're taking antibiotics orally, which is the same concept, but instead of using it on your skin, you're ingesting it. A lot of people will have issues after they've taken a round of antibiotics. They can have diarrhea, they can have thrush or yeast, because what's happening is it's wiping out the good bacteria as well as the bad bacteria, but the bad bacteria then overgrows. So it's the same concept with when you're using these products. Like they say, a little dirt never hurt. So I'm a firm believer of, if you take out too much of anything is bad. So too much antibacterial is not good, because then it's wiping out your body's natural immune system.
Okay. So how do your soap work? Your soap doesn't do what's now, how your soap is different, what I'm asking. Or people
Sure.
using soap every day.
I don't use any preservatives. I don't use artificial dyes. My soaps are made with all natural, high quality butters, as well as the minimum amount of the lye agent. That is the only chemical that is found in my soaps. So you don't have all that extra antibacterial. Soap itself is an antibacterial agent. So you don't need all those extra chemicals and extra preservatives in order to do that. Actually, too much washing is not good.
Yeah, I heard that too as well, because I don't know if it's chemicals in the water or what it may be. So some people don't got good water anyway, purified.
Most places don't.
So how often, so all these soaps, are you saying they can use every day and it'll be pretty safe?
Absolutely. Again, these are made with high quality butters and oils, and so you're definitely going to notice the difference. The lather is even creamy. So sometimes, when you're using these soaps that you get into the store, a lot of people really like that squeaky effect that you get after you use the soap. But what that is it's stripping your body of its natural oils, which is a protectant measure. Your body needs those oils. And so with my soaps, you don't get that. You get the silky lather, you get the butters, you get the oils, and they are actually going onto your skin and creating a protective layer without it being greasy or oily. So you would definitely notice a difference.
Cool. Now, I'm gonna see. Okay, I'm looking at your liquid soaps, and so what would you recommend, the liquid soap or the bar soap? But it really wouldn't matter if a person want to use some soap. It all depends. One lasts longer than the other.
It's a personal preference. Some people love bar soap and some people love a liquid soap. Castile soap is where it's just olive oil and the lye agent. And also with the Castile soap, it's multi-purpose. So you can use it in your hair. You can use it as dish soap. You can use it as clothing detergent. So it's very versatile. And as well as it can be thinned out, or it can be left at the current concentrate. So it's really just a preference.
Okay. Well, I also noticed that some of these soaps that have some, if you're dealing with certain issues, some of these soaps are good with certain issues with the skin. Like the pineapple. You would like to go through some of these and tell some of the specific things the soap can do if you're dealing with certain skin issues.
Absolutely. So the pineapple and patchouli, that one is actually one of my personal favorites. It's made with white kaolin clay, which is really good for your skin. And it's also made with calendula, which is healing for the skin. And so those, the pineapple and patchouli is the fragrance. This one's not made with actual pineapple, but with that calendula and that white clay, it's ultra moisturizing without stripping your body of its natural oils.
Cool. That's nice. That's what's up. Okay, now let's see. All right, got that one. And so what about the mango crush?
So the Mango Crush is made with turmeric, and that's where you get that orange color, which is good for dark spots. It's also a natural antibacterial. And it's also made with rose clay, which is where you get that pink color from. And rose clay is really healing. It's also anti-aging.
Okay, what about the Irish wood soap?
So the Irish Woods is made with green clay as well as activated charcoal. So activated charcoal is really good for just cleaning the skin and detoxing your pores. And this one is made with essential oils. So for those that are sensitive to fragrance oils, that soap actually offers you the natural essential oils.
All right. What about the Just Rose?
That one is also made with rose clay as well as a blend of rose and geranium essential oils. And so rose clay is just beautifying all over. So as well as rose essential oils. So that one can be used on the face or the body. I have a lot of customers that use that for their face. So it's anti-aging as well as moisturizing.
Here's one of my favorite, the milk and honey, goat's milk.
That one is I make that one a lot. So that one is made with actual local honey, and local honey is a natural astringent. So it's antibacterial. You can use this on your face or body. It's also a natural antibacterial. So it'll heal things. For instance, if you had rashes on your body, it will help take care of that. It's good for acne. It's good for if you have a wound, the honey is really good for that. You can use it safely on that. And it's also made with goat's milk. So it's ultra moisturizing.
That's what's up. That's good. And you can use this every day too, huh?
You can use it on your face or your body.
Right. All over your whole body. Okay. And the pineapple, you said the pineapple pretty good too. Because I'm thinking about getting some. Yeah, the pineapple, it got more benefits as the honey, or it all depends. Or about the same?
I'd say about the same, just different aspects.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up. Anything else you would like to talk about? Share with us in the products?
Yeah, I would love to go over my herbal teas. That is really big with my customers, and I sell a lot of tea, and I have a lot of customers that come to me because they not only do they taste good, but they have healing benefits.
This right here, right? This one?
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go herbal tea, see if it will pull up. There we go.
So I do sell tea accessories in the store and online for those that like to drink loose leaf tea. So loose leaf tea is that's the only kind of tea that I sell. And for me, I prefer loose leaf tea. You get better benefit from it. You're using less products, so you're not throwing away a tea bag. You can control the amount of tea that you like. And you can also reuse the tea. So a lot of people don't know this, but when you're steeping loose leaf tea, you can actually steep it and save it in a little container or plastic bag and put it in the refrigerator, and you can use it 2 or 3 times. So you're really going to get your money's worth. But I have quite a few blends, and I try to make blends that are not only healing, but taste good because I like things that taste good. So I would say one of my most popular blends is my Goddess blend. And it's one of the very first blends that I started making, and it's hormone balancing.
Where's that at? Has I got to it yet? As I'm showing it? No.
It might be further down.
That's for men and women, or just for who?
It's for men and women, and I know
okay,
because it specifically helps women with their monthly hormones. So it has red raspberry leaf, which is a muscle contractor. It helps to strengthen muscle. So it's not only good for women's uterine muscles and their reproductive organs, but it's also good for your heart. So it balances those hormones, and it helps to get rid of extra estrogen in the body. And so for women, what does extra estrogen in the body look like? First of all, how does it start? So a lot of our foods have sugar and have all these different, faux products in them that can cause women to produce extra estrogen, which can cause obesity, it can cause diabetes, it can cause infertility, it can cause acne, it can cause it can cause pain, moodiness, cramping during their menstrual. So this tea helps to get rid of the extra estrogen, and it helps to balance those hormones. The good thing about it for men is that it also helps get rid of extra estrogen, which is a testosterone boost, because estrogen and testosterone are sort of, the male and female hormones that counteract each other. So when you've got too much estrogen in the male body, which, men do have estrogen, and depending on the food that you eat, it can be too much. Your testosterone can be lowered. So it gets rid of the extra estrogen, increasing the testosterone.
So yes, the man ain't warm. Okay. Now what about that's good. I'm glad. you gotta put God in God ass or something like that, so the man will feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
Maybe put God in God ass or God is how you want to do it. So the man will say, oh, because last time you see stuff like that, men won't buy it as much unless somebody tell it.
Absolutely. That's a valid point. That's something I'll take into consideration. I will be making more blends in the new store, and I'm going to be focusing on men's health as well. So that's a good point. Thank you.
And what about the Immune C?
The Immune C is it's a blend that I came up with during last year when COVID was sort of, really rampant. And so I made that blend to boost the immune system. So it's got a lot of herbs that have vitamin C in it. It's got rose hips and it's got oat straw. And the main component is elderberry as well as astragalus root. So those are two really powerful herbs that help to boost the immune system.
That's cool. That's very great. Do you have anything with vitamin D in it too? They said vitamin D would come from sunlight. You get a lot of from sunlight. Is one of the problems a lot of people lack during I guess probably most illnesses, whether it's cold or flu or mainly COVID. There's a lot of people who had severe issues had low vitamin D in their system, in their body.
Yeah, you're right. Vitamin D is one of those that we can get from naturally from foods, but the main booster that that gives us the vitamin D is the sun. And right. So a lot of people try to avoid the sun for different reasons. I don't necessarily believe in that. I think that the sun is amazing. And I think that we get a lot of healing power from the sun, because I feel like we're just, very similar to plants, and the plants need sun. Yeah. So these blends don't necessarily have vitamin D in them, but there are a lot of herbs that do have vitamin D.
I was curious because somebody said really about vitamin D is really a hormone that your body, that the sun helps your body generates anyway. It's not really a vitamin like people think it is. A lot of people say, I heard a lot of people say it's really a hormone. I heard people's experiments. That's why when the sun gets you, your body, it helps your body produce that chemical, whatever it is.
Yeah, there's different kinds of hormones that your body produces. Some are water soluble and some are oil soluble, or they call it lipid soluble. So vitamin D is a lipid soluble, meaning it's an oily hormone.
Yes, and your body can't produce from sunlight, and that's pretty amazing. Or get it from sunlight. That's amazing stuff. Here's your loose leaf tea. You got the butter garden, you got the sunshine, you got the autumn. So what's the difference in these?
So the difference is, just the herbs that go in it, and really preference. They all have healing properties. All herbs are good for your immune system and inflammation. And so some of them have more specific properties, and some of them are, just depending on your taste. Some people, like for instance, the autumn harvest has a red rooibos, which is good for heart health. But some people don't like the taste of rooibos. It's more like a nutty flavor. And then the butterfly garden, that one is, it's got all different kinds of flowers in it that you can drink that are really good for boosting the immune system as well as your mood.
What about sunshine blend?
The Sunshine Blend, that one is really good for brain health as well as anxiety and depression. It has oat straw, which helps to boost brain function and memory. And then it also has other herbs in it, which help with anxiety and depression. So it just kind of gives you like a boost. None of my teas have caffeine in them, but it can give you a natural boost.
So it might be good to get different. I mean, no offense. It, in my opinion, be good for people to get different ones since they do different things. All of them are important to the body, especially when it comes to memory and things of that nature. When people get stressed out from work, um, things of that nature. And I like the word sunshine because, see, to me, when you think of sunshine, I always think of a person's happy, you know, and depression is it's opposite of being happy.
I
you know,
agree.
so I think of sunshine. I always think of something that's gonna make you happy and feel joyful. That's why I was thinking about here the word sunshine. So
Yeah, it gives you that boost and it helps to calm your nerves.
yes, that's very important in today's society.
Yeah,
Um, it is. 'Cause I think a lot of our people. I think a lot of us our body became toxic from stress and the lack of proper nutrients. So people get mad, angry, easy, and everything. You know, so many things affects our body from outside to inside. So I'm very, very, very happy about these products, and I'm glad you explained it to them and to everybody who's watching and viewing. Any other products you would like to talk about?
yeah, we can go back to the health products.
Okay.
Let's talk about sea moss.
Okay, let's get to CMOS. Hold on real quick. See if we can get back there. Here we go. See, go back to that. Okay, going back. All right, now where we go, CMOS. Where would this be at?
Look under health.
Oh yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, most of the other berry. Okay, we got. I heard a lot about CMOS.
Oh yeah. So I have two different kinds of sea moss that I carry in the store. And one is the actual sea moss plant that comes from the ocean. It's it is like seaweed in a way, but it's deeper and it's harvested. I get mine directly from the harvester in Jamaica, so there's no middleman. And I source it from a wonderful person. It's sourced ethically, where they don't oversource it, and it's the plant. So with the plant, you can do a couple of things. Some people like to make it into a tea. Some people like to make it into a gel, and then they'll put it into their smoothies or other food products. And then I also have it in the powder form, and I put that into capsules. So me personally, I love smoothies, but I don't have time every day to get up and make a smoothie and put my gel into it. So for me, having the capsules, I can take those with me. I don't have to worry about refrigerating them, and I can just take them in the morning. Even if I forget, I have the bag in my purse, and I can just take them if I've already left the house. The good thing about sea moss is that it has 92 minerals of the 102 minerals that our body produces. And so 92 of the 102 for optimal functioning. And so it has so many benefits. It's alkaline. If you're familiar with Dr. Sebi, he swore, God rest his soul, he swore by sea moss. And it is an alkaline product that you take. It helps to get rid of mucus in your body. And mucus, our body produces mucus when it's under attack, when it's inflamed, and not necessarily the mucus that some people think, where if you have a sneeze or a cold, mucus will come from your nose. It is that mucus, but your body produces that in the gut. And so what can happen is, just like anything else, if your body is under attack and you're eating inflamed foods that cause inflammation, you're stressed out, your body's going to overproduce mucus because it's a natural immune response, but it can overdo it. And so then when it does that, you notice, inflammation, swelling, aches, pains, coughing, all different kinds of things your body will exhibit when you have overproduction of mucus. So this helps to get rid of the mucus that's in your body. It's good for lung function. It's good for thyroid because it has that natural iron and iodine in it. that so many plants from the sea have. So it helps promote healthy thyroid function. It helps with your nails, your hair. It helps to boost your immune system. It also helps to, what's the word? Sorry, I think it just started raining. I was like, what is that? But it also, what most people notice when they take it, and it is a supplement, so it's something you want to take just like any other supplement, you take it daily. So what most people notice is they notice increased energy, they notice increased immune system, they notice mental clarity, and then it also helps with your libido, which is not a bad thing.
Right.
So yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's real cool. I think I take sea moss capsules too.
Yeah.
They feel like it got this one got sea moss, bladderwick, and burdock root in it.
Oh yeah.
60 capsules.
That's an amazing blend. I've taken that blend before, and I mean, the energy that you get from that, you don't have to drink coffee, and you feel it with relatively soon within a few days of taking it.
Yeah, you can take yes, you take so many times that you take this, and I have this. I'll tell you where I got it from later on.
Okay.
Take one in the morning, one in the evening, and that's how you take it. I guess you can take it on an empty stomach too, because it don't bother anything. So yeah, I'll tell you who the product I got it from. A young lady I interviewed. She has great products, and so yeah, I'm so happy. I heard a lot about sea moss, but I want sure, like, some people, sea moss is not, like you said, it's not pure.
Yeah.
And some people don't get their sea moss from the right sources, like you said, the way they produce it or something. I don't like how they produce a lot of stuff they try to make a lot of money from. It don't have its purity of it.
Yeah. And then sometimes too, products, they become mainstream, and then everybody, is wanting to try them and start sourcing them. And then it becomes where it's too much, and we're sourcing it too much. And then we actually, it becomes, endangered because it's not growing fast enough to meet the demand.
Yeah, that's not good. So I'm glad you're getting yours from a good source.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm glad you're getting it. But I heard it does a lot for the body. Sea moss does.
It's
And
good for, wow.
It's good for what?
For your gut health.
Yeah, and that's the main source of your immune system too, if I'm mistaken.
Yep, you're accurate, because your body is what takes your your intestinal system, your gut system takes in all the nutrients that we eat, and it breaks all that stuff down and sends it out to where it needs to go. So if you're feeding your body stuff that is not healthy, it's taking that and it's sending it out to your cells, and so you're basically giving your cells bad stuff. So but that's the world we live in. That stuff is pushed on us from a young age. And so you have to really retrain your brain and your thinking. And it takes time. So, you got to be really gentle with yourself, because, if it were that easy, everybody would do it.
Cool. Now let's talk about the elderberry capsules.
Oh yeah. So I started making elderberry syrup as an immune booster during the time, of COVID as well. COVID seems to be the topic of a lot of different things. So with the elderberry syrup, the elderberry capsules, I started making that later on because with the elderberry syrup, it has other ingredients just besides elderberry. So elderberry comes from a bush. There's about 60 different species, if I'm not correct. But it is packed with vitamin C and very many different vitamins that help boost your immune system. So with the elderberry capsules, a lot of my customers may have diabetes, or maybe on a specified diet where they can't, or may even have allergies to other ingredients that are in the elderberry syrup. So I started making the capsules for those that just wanted the elderberry, just plain by itself, where it doesn't have any extra added ingredients, herbs, or sugars.
Okay, so would you recommend the syrup, or would you recommend the capsules? Would it get the same benefits?
Yes, you get the same benefits. The elderberry syrup has other ingredients, other herbs. It has local honey. It has apple cider vinegar, ginger, and cinnamon, and a couple other herbs that help to boost the immune system. But elderberry by itself, which is what the capsules are, is just a natural immune system, by itself. So it's just really a preference. If you can
Okay.
tolerate all the other ingredients that are in the syrup, I love the syrup. It tastes amazing. You can just swig it and you can take it every day. It won't hurt you. But it has honey in it, so you can't give it to babies that are under 1 year old.
Oh, okay. So you get the same benefits just by preference of taste or whatever, how you want to take it. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Because I know all the other stuff is good. It's all the other stuff that's in the syrup is good as well too. So I didn't know if it was just mainly because of the flavor wise, the different flavors, or it was a big difference in if you take the pills or if you take the syrup.
Yeah, I started making the capsules for I say patient because I'm so used to that from being a nurse, for a client that is diabetic and couldn't have the honey. But she wanted to boost her immune system. So I put together the capsules. I take the same elderberries that I make the syrup with, and I grind them up, and then I put them into the capsule.
Okay, they all do the same thing. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I like the sound of that. 'Cause I was just wondering because a lot of people, because I know sometimes it might be easy for people pop a pill or this and just try to run and grab a bottle sometimes too. And I
Yeah,
think sometimes about preference of which one's quicker and easier.
absolutely.
So
And the elderberry syrup, you have to refrigerate it once you open it. With the capsules, you don't have to do that.
okay, that's what's up. What else would we like to talk about? You would like to share with us?
We can go over the inflammation oil if you have time.
Okay. Where's that oil? Okay, this right here.
Uh-huh.
There we go. There we have it.
So the inflammation oil, the most of the patients that come in or clients that come and use that, they either have arthritis or sciatica or maybe fibromyalgia, or just swelling in general. So this is made with arnica flowers, which is really good for pain, swelling and inflammation, as well as ginger oil and frankincense. And so I infuse arnica flowers with all the different oils and let them sit for about 6 to 8 weeks so you get the full benefit. And so this is a topical oil that you'll rub onto areas that maybe have pain or soreness or inflammation, or if you have swelling in your legs, you can apply that and it helps with that. It also helps with gout. So I have patients that use it if they have swelling and pain that's associated with gout. You can put that on there, and you want to do it about 2 or 3 times a day for, I'd say, 3 to 5 days, and you'll notice a significant improvement by the 2nd to 3rd day. And so it smells like gingerbread cookies, so it doesn't have like that icy hot medicinal smell to it. So this is one of my most popular products of my health products as well. So I have a lot of people that use this, and they get a lot of benefit from it.
That is very good. Containing rosemary, ginger, turmeric. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's almost like the elderberry.
Yeah, but this one's topical, so you rub it onto the skin.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's what's up. That's good. It's good. It's good to know that one. That's reason we use for success of family and friends. That's good. That's good treatment right there. And what
Yeah.
else? What else do you want to share?
I think that's about it. If
Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Yes, ma'am. That will work right there. So stop the share. Yes, ma'am. Stop the share. There we go. Yes, man. That was pretty good. I'm also happy to go through all those products and everything like that. So after this, since you're into a new building and everything now, and how you liking the new building?
It's amazing. We were looking for months and months and months. We're thankful for our humble beginnings and our small boutique, but we were outgrowing the space. And so the time came to look for something else. And, I needed something that had a kitchen, that had storeroom to put all my stuff in. And I've just had really good vibes from the very beginning of this, and everything has just come together seamlessly. And I've gotten to the age where I don't like to push things. And so when things come together naturally like that, it lets me know that I'm on the right path.
Yes, and I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I'm so happy that you have a new place and you're expanding your business. Man, I'm glad you're doing good in COVID. I'm glad a lot of things are working for you in this time. When a lot of business not working, your business thriving. I think when it comes to COVID, health is always going to be number one. Um, I I believe your health is your wealth, for real. And
Absolutely.
so I'm so thankful for that you decided to come on and show your products and all the other good things. So I want to also want to know and let all the audience know how can people find your products and how can they find you again, contact, all the sites and social media sites that people can reach out to you at.
Thank you. Yeah, so you can go to my website, which is www.thepeacockap, as in Paul, o.com. So that's my website. And then all my social media is the name of the business with underscores in between. So it's the underscore Peacock underscore Apothecary. That's Facebook and Instagram. It's also, I'm on TikTok. I do a couple videos, and I also have a YouTube channel where I make a lot of videos about special herbs that I use and their benefits and their uses. So it's just the Peacock Apothecary. You can always email me. It's the name of the business, the Peacock Apothecary at Gmail. And if you're local in Tennessee, around the Nashville, Murfreesboro area, our new store location is 406 West Burton Street in Murfreesboro, 37130. And so, yeah, you can always on Instagram or social media, you can message me. It's really me. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. I try to get back within a few hours. And I also do consultations. So if you're in the area or if you have questions on herbs, you can always reach out to me and we can work together to come up with a special blend or a special product for you and whatever you're going through.
All right. So I'll make sure that everybody will be able to get the information. Always just look in the description. I'll post it on this YouTube page and you'll better just find her links and you better get her contact with and find her products and you be able to order and purchase. And I want to thank all the people who's watching. Thank Miss Grace Kelly for coming on. And I hope that y'all be able to find some products that's very useful and helpful. Some alternative products that's good on your body and products that you also can take inside as well during the time. It's always good to stay in good health, no matter what time of year it is, especially during this time. Health is most definitely important that you get the right proper nutrients and vitamins in your body as well as outside your body as well to protect your skin, because your skin, if I'm mistaken, your first line of defense as well when it comes to protective barrier. It's also part of your immune system, which a lot of people may not know. Am I right, Miss Grace?
You're absolutely right.
Yes, it's part of your immune system. And so just out externally is important and internally as well. So I want to thank Miss Grace Kelly for coming on. I thank you for sharing the opportunity. And I'm so happy for your business. And I hope your business continue to thrive and grow. And I'll be curious to where you will see be at this time next year. I hope everything be a lot better for you be in full function and continue to make those products that you're making and continue to do what you're doing. Because I know doing the making the products is you basically your own healer and doctor and scientist all in one. Believe it or not, it's all about missing everything is chemicals. So anytime you're missing chemicals, it's all about economic. I mean, it's all about not economics, it's all about science and chemistry, and everything is chemistry. And cooking is chemistry too, but a lot of people don't realize cooking is basic chemistry. And
Yeah.
so mixing up any chemicals because we made up of chemicals and things of that nature. So we should see ourselves as chemical. And so everything is made of chemicals. So I want to thank Ms. Grace Kelly for coming on. And hey, keep doing your thing. I know you got a lot of things to do. I know you got a lot of jobs and work you got to get done today. So thank you for Miss Grace Kelly for coming on. And thank all the viewers who are watching Andrew Love and in this interview as well. And I appreciate you to support the channel if you feel like it. Other than that, my job at the channel is putting information that people may like. I interview people based on different things. Based on, like I said, I interview people based on their craft and what they're doing. No matter what it is, everybody has been creating things. You got your business to create. Some people may have music as their business. Some people may do this. And I think all those things are important in life that people or creating their own jobs, things they like doing, enjoy doing, to help benefit they life and their family and their passion. So all those things is very important in life. Whatever you may do, find out what your craft is and continue to work on it. It's always good to do. So thank you, Grace Kelly, and thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. And it was very pleasure to interview you. And thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.